It seems like cosplayer, computer scientist Craig Wright just can't catch a break. That's right. There is some new bombshell news that just dropped, and we are going to dive right into it. Welcome back, everyone. For the Bitcoiners that have been following this trial from the beginning, and all of this noise from the beginning, with starting with BCH, then moving to BSV, it's really no surprise to us that this type of stuff is happening, right? But I think that it's important that we actually report on it and that we keep everybody up to date. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. Computer scientist who claimed to be Bitcoin founder has assets frozen. Now, we're all aware that that happened already last week or a few weeks ago, but it looks like it happened again. And let's dive into how. So, following a 6-week trial earlier this year, Mr. Justice Meller said there was overwhelming evidence that Dr. Wright is not Satoshi. As part of the same trial, the Australian, who also lost a claim against several Bitcoin developers known as BTC Core, meaning he faces a legal bill expected to run in the millions. Okay, so here. On Friday the 13th, BTC Core developers applied to the High Court for a worldwide freezing order against Dr. Wright and two of his companies, up to the value of almost 1.1 million pounds. Beth Collette, representing the developers at the hearing in London, said the purpose of this application is purely to protect the developers from the real risk that Dr. Wright may dissipate his assets. Mr. Justice Meller granted the order to the value of 1.089 million pounds, meaning Dr. Wright cannot sell or reduce the value of his financial assets up to that figure. But the judge said that Dr. Wright could pay the money to the court by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, which would allow him to avoid sharing details of his assets. Dr. Wright did not attend court, with a further hearing scheduled for April 26th. So keep in mind, right? There's the COPA trial, right? And there was the request to freeze the assets based on that, and now there is this particular freeze, okay, that has to do with the trial against the Bitcoin Core developers. It follows COPA taking out a similar order against the computer scientist on March 27th to the value of 6 million pounds. That's right. So like I said, there's two separate court orders to freeze his assets, okay? The judge will give his full written reasons for his decision at a later date. Now, of course, BSV supporters will obviously magically interpret this article as they haven't actually figured out that he is Satoshi, so there's still a chance. Dr. Justice Meller just was explaining that the points he wrote, it has nothing to really do with him saying that he has evidence that this guy is not Satoshi. No, it's totally different. He's actually going to give his verdict that, look, all of these mental gymnastics are completely pointless, okay? What you need to do is follow people's actions and what the outcomes are, okay? So he lost the COPA trial, okay? He lost the trial last year against Hodlonaut in Norway. Craig Wright already canceled the appeal to the Hodlonaut trial in Norway. So now all that's left is the trial in the UK against Hodlonaut. Maybe he cancels that too. Anyways, a couple of days ago, though, we got this piece of news right here. So it's a retweet from Hodlonaut, the Space Cat. There we go. April 16th. Oh, so actually, yeah, 2 days ago. So Craig abandons another case. What is he talking about? That's right. From the WooCoin account, Craig Wright crashes and burns as he drops his $5 billion pineapple hack claim against the Bitcoin developers. Congratulations, devs, and get wrecked, Faketoshi BSV. That's right. That is exactly it. So, guys, look, for the people for the people that painfully watch this channel because you for some reason think that BSV is actual Bitcoin, look, you got grifted. Okay, you got grifted into an affinity scam. Okay, enterprise blockchain is complete bullshit. Anyone who actually works with databases or troubleshoots databases understands that no company requires a slow database that impedes on data privacy and sharing rules. Okay, like this is just utter nonsense. No surprise to us, though. No surprise to us. What's happening is that the whole entire ball of BSV yarn is just completely unraveling before their eyes and before our eyes. And, you know, we hate to say we told you so, but we told you so, you know? So all of these people who pretend that they're cheering on the real Bitcoin, really what they're doing is that they're giving into their own greed, which all of us do. Humans are greedy, right? They give into their own greed. But the difference is that they're willing to grift other people, unsuspecting noobs who don't understand Bitcoin, into holding something that isn't Bitcoin and that parades around as Bitcoin. Anyways, guys, that was the other shoe to drop. This is the update, so take a look. Right now, he's dropped the case about the pineapple hack, and for the people who don't know what that was supposedly his router got hacked, and this is how he somehow lost his Bitcoin, which I'm pretty sure he never had. I think none of this stuff exists. The Tulip Trust Company was just created. It's just a work of fiction to try to tie in a whole story to make it seem like he has some legitimate claim to somebody else's Bitcoin. Anyways, you know what though? For us, in terms of Bitcoiners, this is vindication. Sorry to say it, but not sorry to say it. We are happy to see that truth is actually winning over the dystopian psyop fairy tale that we all live in on a daily basis. Anyways, guys, that's the clip for today. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow.